Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Della, also known as Natural Ghana Girl, and today I have an amazing Movie Back episode for you. I'm here at the Pilates studio and I'm going to speak to Cedar. I'm so excited for this interview. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Should we head upstairs and check it out? Let's go. Hello.
Hi, welcome to the Pilates studio.
you.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, I'm glad to have you. You're
Great.
welcome.
Thank you.
Do you want to have a seat?
Yes, thank you. Wow. Wow, this is a really nice place.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, my baby.
So I've heard lots about you.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I'm scared.
No, don't be. All good things. So I've actually seen your studio on Instagram.
Okay.
It's come up a couple of times. And I was like, where is that place? It looks so interesting. And so I thought, it'd be really nice to come and interview you and see what you're up to and talk about your move to Ghana and all of that. So here I am.
Yes. Thank you.
So tell me firstly, are you Ghanaian?
No, not as in my father and mother. They're not Ghanaian.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So what are you doing in Ghana then?
Well, why not be here?
Why are you
Ghana's
here?
amazing. Ghana's amazing. Like land of opportunity. Why not, right? You know. So I've been here on holiday a few times, and my journey to here and like the permanent move is kind of one that was part planned, but then due to COVID, it ended up happening sooner than.
You're a COVID story.
Yes.
Right.
So sooner than I had actually planned, but mentally it was always like Ghana.
Really?
Yes, because I have family that is Ghanaian. So.
Oh, okay. So where are you from?
So my mum's Brazilian and my dad's Jamaican.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow, what an interesting conversation.
And
Oh, that sounds so flavorous.
Yeah, and the DNA actually brings us, because we did like a family, you know, when you test your DNA. His ancestral thing anyway, and it brought us back to West Africa and to here. So kind of doing the full circle,
okay.
and returning.
Are you from the UK?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, London.
Yeah.
The
accent, you know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been here how long now?
So on and off, because of the COVID thing, and like when I came, it was unexpected. I literally came with one suitcase for 2 weeks.
Really?
And then COVID happened, and everything shut down, and couldn't get out. Ended up being here for 18 months, and it was just yeah. So it's a long story.
Wow.
But so if I add all the time together, we're looking at 2.5 years. Yeah, but I did take a break. I did go back. I had some personal reason. I had to go back to the UK for about 4 or 5 months, and then I came back to Ghana.
Wow, that's really interesting. Okay, so you're here in Ghana now. How did this, because I mean for most people that, especially if you're not Ghanaian, right, would probably assume that setting up a business so quickly, especially one as niche as this, would be a bit of a risk. Are you a bit of a risk taker?
I think I am. For me, I think as I get older and reflect and think about my life and myself, get to know myself, because you know sometimes you just keep going on your daily life, but you don't know yourself. Right.
I totally understand what you're saying.
And I take time to get to know me, and I realize that I am a risk taker, but I think what it is during that whole COVID time, and because I had that intention of opening a studio here at some point in my lifetime, what I saw during COVID is that many people were passing away. People that were young, you know, people that are a bit older and never got to fulfill the dreams that they wanted. And so it was all of that stuff like mentally, and I was like, you know what, I have to just do this, because
just do it,
if it does happen to me, at least I know I've done it.
Yeah, you've tried,
I've tried.
Yes,
and I don't like to live life with regret of not trying something.
Right.
So then I was just like, you know, let me just
You're
try
all
it.
in.
I'm
You're all in.
It was nerve-wracking.
Of course it will be. I mean,
nights.
come on now.
What?
Putting in all that money, it's not
I'm
free.
telling
you know what I'm
you.
saying?
And it's not even
You're
like I
watching
had
your money going like this.
Exactly,
you know?
and it's not like I had the money in the bank just waiting. It wasn't like that. So
Wow.
what had happened was I was remortgaging my flat in the UK,
Right.
and it wasn't enough to buy something else there because stamp duty when you have a second
Yes.
property, or it's
Yeah,
just it's
yeah,
ridiculous.
all the rules there.
So what I did was I thought, okay, so this is what's going on globally. This is what's going on personally for me. I really want to do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to try. And it was very daring because, during the time lockdown, nobody was coming into the country.
Yes.
I was thinking, who's my target market?
Yeah.
People were saying, oh, it's like expats and this, that. But for me, bringing Pilates here, it was for the indigenous population, for them, people that are residing here, Ghanaians, to do it. So that was always my aim.
That's really brave because this is even for me. Okay, obviously, I'm from the UK as well, so to do Pilates, like I know nothing about Pilates. I'm like, is that actually real exercise? Well, what is Pilates? Stretching? What is it? Like yoga? What is it?
That is the first thing that everyone. The two things it's just stretches.
Yeah, it's just stretches.
The amount of times I hear that is hilarious. And then, is it yoga where you just stretch? It's not going to do anything for me.
Yeah.
And then when you come,
this thing. What do you do on it? You just lie down on it, like I don't understand.
If I'm not here, this thing will kill you.
Really? It just looks like what's like rowing machine or something. I don't know.
A hybrid rowing machine.
Yeah.
Right? No, this thing packs a punch. Trust me. And with my instruction, you're gonna feel the work.
Oh, really? Okay.
100%.
Okay. Yeah. You'll have to show me a couple before I leave.
1 or 2 moves. Don't worry.
Wow. Yes. Okay. So you took the risk and you set this up.
Yes.
How do you feel like it's going? Do you feel like it's paying off?
So it's been a couple of years now, and I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm happy putting in the energy that I put into my own business. It's different when you're doing a 9 to 5 and not necessarily in, and I think a lot of people can relate to this. You're behind your desk and then you're just dreaming about, this is my story, where you're just dreaming about.
You have a similar one to me. Yeah.
And you just like research, you're going on the internet, like looking around to see if anyone looking, let's see what's, I might see your program, or I might see one of the other programs, see what people are doing, and then you're like living in that moment for a second and thinking like one day. And that one day came. The thing is that the energy that I was putting into the 9 to 5, which was for, it was for a good cause, but it wasn't fulfilling for myself. And I felt that I could do more for myself personally in terms of my the time that I was using in applying myself to that 9 to 5. I could do it for working for myself, and I could give it even more. I felt like I wasn't even, I know what my potential is, and then if I was to implement it into my own business, then and give it 100%, then at least I know that I'm giving it 100%. Right. Not necessarily like just doing the job just to get the paycheck at the end of the month.
Exactly.
You understand? I understand. And because you've got all of those mortgage commitments and all of these other associated things,
right?
It's so difficult.
Yeah.
It really is, and I really think that COVID gave me that time to pause and think about what it is that I wanted to do out of my life. And like I said, because of there's so many people passing away, it was that catalyst for me.
Yeah.
To do it. And I also watch a lot of Gary Vee. You know Gary Vee?
Yes, I do. I watch him as well. And he's like, why do you do it? He swears a lot though. But he's like, just do it. Just, you have to. You have to. Honestly, like, if not today, then when? Right?
And then he was like my mentor, even though he doesn't know. But he was like, I was listening to him, I was like, I have to do this. And he's like, he says, if you're 30, you've got your whole life ahead of you or whatever, and stuff that he wished he'd known when he was 30. I'm not 30, by the way.
I'll ask your camera.
But then I was like, well, if a 30-year-old can do it, then I can do it. Yeah. And, especially when we're a little bit older than 30, and, and we've got that experience.
You have to try, right?
You have to try. And in the worst case, if it doesn't work out, you can just get a job. You can go back if you can go back to your 9 to 5 or, you know, whatever.
That's it. It's always gonna, a 9 to 5 is always going to be
always
there.
gonna,
but your dream,
yeah,
you know, you can't kill your dream.
100%.
Otherwise, how are you living? How are you
That's it.
functioning,
That's
right?
it.
What's the point?
There's no, exactly.
What is the point? There has to be a
Exactly.
point to your life, right? So you have to do the thing that you're
Thank
passionate
you.
about, right? Just
Thank
go
you.
for it. I completely understand what you're saying, absolutely.
And for me, and then also, it was just important to live. I felt like I was living here, whilst there I was just kind of just getting on and just doing what I had to do. And, you know, it's just
Every day,
every
the same,
day,
monotonous, Groundhog Day
and
type
here,
thing.
like, oh my God, if I told you what happened yesterday to me, you'd be like, whoa, there's so many opportunities here. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, you think that, I try to plan my day. I also listen to Steve Bartlett, you know, Diary of a CEO. That's another one if you don't know
Okay, no, I don't know.
The one that's on Dragon's Den, the mixed race guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
He's very
right.
good. So I listen to him every single day, actually, in the car.
Really?
And yeah, so that also gives me inspiration to, you know, just to, little nuggets of information just to keep me going. If you don't have a mentor or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So what did your friends and family say when you said, I'm gonna live in Ghana?
So, I mean, like some of my friends, some have already come here, so they know what it's like. Like my friend's Nigerian, and they're like, you know, I've already been here to Ghana. They know what it's like. They know what West Africa is like. So they're like happy with it, and it's a place for them to come.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you had it easy
but
then.
it wasn't even like I'm moving to Ghana. I've never like made this declaration that I'm moving to Ghana.
It just happened
like,
to you,
so, like,
right?
Are you still in Ghana? Yeah. Are you still in Ghana?
Right.
That's what happened.
Right,
And,
okay.
so like, are you going to live there? I'm like, well, I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. It's always that. Because
Yeah.
you just don't, you
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. You're leaving it open, right?
Yeah. And in God's plan, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, are you moving to Ghana? Are you back yet? And all this stuff. You know, I'm saying, I'm trying a couple of things.
Yeah.
And see what it's like. Yeah, and then praying hard, you know, all the time. So.
Wow, okay. So how did you kind of have a place to live? Did you have a place to live before you came?
No. So
How did
I
that
came on a
happen?
2-week holiday. So it was my daughter's 4th birthday at the time.
Right.
So we came over, 2-week holiday, and then again, so we went to Tamale.
Okay.
So I always wanted like to see elephants and stuff in a natural environment.
Yeah.
So we went up to Zaina Lodge. It was amazing. And then came back down to Accra. We were here for another like 4 or 5 days, and then all of this stuff, like flights cancelled.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That
what
must
is
have been
going
scary,
on?
right?
It was scary, because then you realize you're far away, because all my family's in the UK. It's like you're in the middle of the world, because that's where Africa is. I mean, Ghana is.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of the world, right? Strategically placed, and everyone else is on, you know, the other side, but they were cool. Like my parents were fine.
Really?
Yeah, they were cool.
Were you not
about
afraid
it.
at the time though, because obviously social distancing
There
and
was
stuff like that?
But there wasn't even social distancing at the beginning, because everyone was running to the airport to try and get on flights. And so that's what I was doing every day for like a week.
Really?
Just going to the airport, queuing up,
Wow.
trying to get flights. Everyone's just, oh my God, I can't be in Ghana. Oh, everyone's gonna die. What do you call it? The healthcare is not here. This, that, and the rest of it. Whilst the numbers here weren't as bad.
Yes.
However, people were saying that they're not being recorded properly and the rest of it. But
There were
what
a lot of
Ghana?
stories,
Yeah, but the great thing that they did here is that they shut down. Like they shut all entry into the country.
Yes.
So I think that's what saved here, that drastic action, but it was necessary, because look at what happened in the UK.
Yeah.
They still allowed the transit,
Yes.
and the numbers were
skyrocketed.
skyrocketed and extremely bad.
So how did you actually find a place then? After all
Okay,
did
so
you decide to
it's-
just get a long-term place?
No,
or?
so it was a mixture of things. So what had happened was, so I know people here through, like I've got a sister,
Yeah.
a couple of sisters, and through family relations, they said, oh, meet up with this person. And so I went to their house just for a Sunday brunch.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I'm staying at an Airbnb at the moment, but you know, that's not something that I can do long term. It just doesn't make sense. And they said, oh, we've got apartments upstairs, like on the compound.
Really?
I was like, really? I said, okay, let me go and check it out. And then we negotiated, and like literally the next day I was moving in, and then I stayed there for 15 months.
Wow. So it's almost like the puzzle just came together for you, right?
It did.
It was like, this is going to happen to you whether you like it or not, right?
Yeah. And the funny thing, at the same time, so that happened, and then I was always also wanting to have a second child. And so I was like praying to God, like, God, I know this is madness, but like with all of this that's going on, I would really,
she
really,
wants
really,
another one.
I want a child, you know, another one. So again, those prayers were were said.
Really?
And then in that whole 18 months that I was here, thank God we had another child.
Hey, look at you!
Yeah, so I've got like 2.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, so that was.
How old is your youngest?
He's 15 months.
Oh, wow. That's so nice.
Yes.
That's great. Okay, so you didn't come by yourself?
No.
Okay. Lovely. So how have you found like adjusting to like the food and everyday living, doing shopping, stuff like that?
Yeah, so at the beginning it was all, you know, supermarkets, Palace, you know, all of the big chains, and then chains until you're spending like, I think I was spending at the time when the money, like 2 years ago, I think I was spending like 900 cities on food, and I was thinking this is a bit much. And so then I started looking at alternatives, which is obviously going to the market. And so that's where I go now. So like my chicken and stuff, I still go to like maybe like farmers places to do that. There's like specific places that you can get chicken. But the vegetables, Makola, I'm there and I
go yourself?
I go.
Hey, she's hardcore.
Hey, that's where I practice my cheese. I practice my cheese.
Oh, that's so amazing.
Yeah, I tried to bako.
Hey, one.
All right, small.
Like, No, that's really good. That's really good. Wow.
So I go like maybe, you know, I was going every 2 weeks because I want to know the prices. So it's good to know.
You have to know.
And then in the last couple of weeks, the prices have just been all over the place because
I know the dollar rate and stuff.
So it's just been mad. So like you know those tomatoes that you get. Like 3 weeks ago it was 35, and then I went to get it at 60.
Hey.
I know, and tomatoes grow here, so I just don't understand.
This is what I'm talking about. They just
And it's not because I'm speaking of accent, because I do put on my little Ghanaian accent when I'm here. However, it's because of what's going on economically. And I go to like the same person, so I'm their regular. Do you know what I mean? You have to build, that's another thing, you have to build that relationship with your
the people you go to.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So they'll always look after you and dash you one and two extras.
One extra, for real. Okay, so do you eat the local dishes? Okay, have you tried banku and okra?
No.
You haven't? Fufu?
No.
Light soup?
No, I have tried that.
You have? Yeah. How did you find it?
Do you know, I have a thing about textures. I need to chew.
Okay, it is a bit,
I need
but
to chew.
honestly, when it comes to fufu, there's a lot of people that actually that are Ghanaian that don't even eat fufu.
I know.
They're just something, it is a bit strange at first, eating something and you just swallow it. It's like, what's going on here? Pills, you know, what is it? You know, like.
I know. So it's that, and then for me, that's a massive deal. And I need to chew.
I know. So, you can still chew it and then swallow it, you know. No one's gonna stop you.
But my favorite is contomere.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Very good for you. I love that.
Contomere with the, what's it? The fish, the yam.
Kenke?
Never tried kenke.
Really?
I don't like it's the fermented one, right? In the leaves.
No. Yes, exactly. Yes.
I don't like anything fermented.
Really? Are you a fussy eater?
No.
Oh my God.
Like you're listing all these things.
No.
It's just, I think these things you can try, but for me, I'm very sensory. So it just, if it doesn't smell right, I can't.
Yeah.
I will try, but
Okay.
And I know that I will not be able to do that.
Right. So I'm a fussy eater, so I thought you were going to be on my team
Oh,
for a second.
but I don't think I am. It sounds like I am though.
I'm incredibly, like people get annoyed at me when they go restaurants with me. Like,
really?
can you just order, please?
No, but that one there, I never know how, I always take time to.
Oh, really?
Maybe I am a fussy eater.
Maybe you haven't realised, but
Maybe.
maybe, yeah. Because I'm like that as well. I'm just like, no, I can't do it. Like, do you eat from the roadside?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Okay, what about like plantain from the
No.
roadside? Really? Okay, so I don't mind some roadside things, like I'll try, but not everything. I'm just.
I've had wache a few times, but I remember when I was first here, I was having wache like every time. I was like, wow, wache, this is wicked. And then I started.
And that's when you set up the studio.
I was just getting big. Yeah. Like my backside was just.
Hey, it was all the way out there, right? It's growing.
You have to hone that, bring that
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, put it into the jeans.
No, I had to stop. Yeah, no, I couldn't.
Wow.
Because that thing is addictive.
Yeah, wow. So how have your children adjusted to being here? I mean, obviously they're pretty young. I mean, you gave birth to one here, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you went back?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You went back and gave birth and came back. Wow.
That's why I said I was away for a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I had a good experience with my first one in the UK, so I went back to the same hospital.
Oh, okay.
But like when I was here, for all those, if you do come and you know want to know about the healthcare here, I just went to East Legon. I forgot what the place is called. Is it? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, there's a place with lots of doctors and the rest of it, and so I used to just go for scans.
Oh, okay.
And just check that the baby was okay.
Yeah.
It's funny because I never actually had a doctor. You know, like in the UK, you have your specific. I never had that. I was just going.
It's a bit different here.
Yeah, just going for the scans and then just getting them to check baby and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And thank God he was okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's really
So yeah, they've adjusted. You know, the outdoor living. It's warm.
Exactly.
I say outdoor living because there's not many green spaces, so that's the only frustrating bit.
Right.
But it's the weather is nice. It's conducive
Lovely.
to do more things outside.
Exactly.
You can go to the beach.
Yeah.
You can go to a brie. You know, so that sort of thing is nice, and the kids can go swimming.
Right.
It's more outdoor activities for them, you know.
Yeah.
My son loves like okra stew, banku.
Really?
Everything.
Hey. Yeah.
When my daughter, because she's older, she's not.
Right.
She's a bit like me.
She's copying you, huh?
Yeah, I know. She just likes her Brazilian and Jamaican foods.
Yeah.
And I tried to introduce okra in a different way.
Yeah.
But she's like me, like with the whole, when it cooks too much and it gets she doesn't like it.
Well, everybody has their taste,
I know,
right?
I know.
Yeah.
But I respect the fact that the food is healthy. It's good for you.
Yeah.
My dad says that I should eat the local foods to build my immune system.
Yeah.
I know I should. I know I should.
Your eyes are speaking to me.
I know I should.
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah. You'll get there. She'll get there, guys. She'll get there. Yeah. Okay, so tell me one thing that you absolutely love about living here. I know you've touched on a few things already.
I think it's more about the way it makes me feel about myself. I feel I'm in charge of, you know, my time. I set my time for my business.
Yeah.
I have like periods of the day that I can focus on, you know, going back home to be with my younger child, or just going to the market, or going to do my hair, or you know,
having that flexibility, right?
Exactly, and exploring other business opportunities, which is something that I love doing. So it just gives me that flexibility of managing my time, which is extremely important. I have a sense of freedom here. I'm relaxed, more relaxed here. I don't have the shoulder aches and pains that I used to have when I was in the office.
It's all gone, huh?
It's gone.
Yeah.
I don't have somebody saying you're not meeting your objectives, or prove that you are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
mentally,
completely.
it's liberating being here. not saying that it's like the easiest thing to do.
It's not a paradise.
No,
and I think it's important to stress that. Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
It's not, and had we done this interview a couple of weeks ago, I probably would have cancelled because I was just having a moment. Both kids were ill. I had to go to the hospital, and it's a lot for me to do. And because my partner is not actually here. He's in the UK.
Right.
So it's a lot for, just to be on that. So I have to, even though I have my free time, I use my time wisely. In the time that I have. But in terms of what I love about here, just being the majority, being part of the majority.
Yeah.
And then feeling, and Ghana gives you that sense of everything is possible. Anything's possible if you've got a good idea.
Absolutely.
Because it's untouched, right?
Yeah.
So if you're coming from outside and you have an idea and you think, you know what, this thing might work, then you should just try it. Do your research and test the market, of course.
Of course, but just take a calculated risk,
and
right?
take a calculated risk, and do it. That's what it is.
So in contrast, what have you found to be one of the most difficult things about living here?
So my life has changed a little. I was Ubering for a couple of years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was here, I didn't get a car. I only got a car like a couple of months ago, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's just like
the
a little
freedom,
run around,
right?
But the freedom, and I can take my kid to school and come back. It just gives me more access, and I use again time. Like I said, time is better. So the only frustrating thing for me at the time was just ringing these Ubers and then
I know it can be frustrating, right?
That was the worst thing. But then again, like I said, it's something that I've remedied by saving up and buying a car.
Exactly. Yeah. It's important. Yeah, you need it. Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. That I can't really say that there's nothing that I found that I don't really like here.
Okay. So what advice would you give to somebody who is perhaps thinking about moving here and starting a business? What would you say to them?
Again, like I said, just take a calculated risk, do some research, come on holiday. Holiday is different. It's the vibe is different. Don't come in December. Don't come in December. That's one solution.
Forget it.
Exactly. And then
that's
everything
not real
shuts.
life.
It's not real life.
Yeah.
And even before I came, my other half said to me, going to the Ghana in December. I was like, let's go to December. I was on the internet thinking, I want to get in there, start, exactly. Want to get in there and dance, and England is cold, and I want to fly out, and then I start looking at the prices of the flights. I was like, let me just stay in England.
Actually, UK's actually not bad after all.
Exactly. And then he said to me, that is not a true reflection of Ghana. So you need to go when it's So then we came. I've been here a couple of times before. I came in 2020. And the first time I got here, we went to Kumasi, and I was there for like 2 weeks, and then only spent a day in Accra.
Oh, wow.
And what I saw of Accra, I was like, oh my God, I need to come to this place. I wish I'd come when I was 17.
Wow.
My life would be completely different, but everything, in its time. Do your research, but don't keep researching on the internet for too long without coming here, because sometimes you watch a video, and you'll be like, all right, I've been to Ghana for 10 minutes in a day. Let's get back to my whatever. And then a year passes, then it's 2 years, and then it's like, you've
never done it,
and you've never done it. So you need to come on a couple of weeks holiday. The best thing to do, I would say, is if somebody that you know that can help you, just integrate and just to show you around a little bit. I didn't I had that in my partner, but I didn't. It's not like some people don't have that connection of coming and navigating here. Okay. Not saying like when I come I had like everything laid out for me. It wasn't like that at all.
It takes time to put things together.
Oh, absolutely.
And to see how you're gonna kind of put your life together. It does take time. I think you have to definitely give yourself a break when you move here.
Yes.
Give yourself time to adjust.
Yes.
It's completely different.
It is. And I did 9 months straight this year. What we in 20? Did 9 months straight. With the kids, school, working, just all sorts of stuff. And then I was like, I need to go back to the UK. I need a break.
Yeah.
So I had to go. I went. I just said to myself, I need to go.
Yeah. Some people do need that.
And then I did. And it was the best thing that I ever did. Had a wicked summer in London. Went to the theatres, all the things that you don't really get here. I ate salmon. Went to Marks and Spencer's.
They're straight, hey?
What?
Oh no, oh God.
Went to Fortnum & Mason's. I'm like, let me just
get it all out of your system, right?
I'm telling you. And then ate fish, like salmon. Like I'm obsessed with salmon, so I ate that
Okay.
And met up with friends and all of that kind of stuff. And then, you know, recharged myself, saw my family, very close to my family. And recharged and came back and with Vim and ready to go.
Wow.
That's
so good.
It's important. You need to give yourself, because it's what you're used to, right? And then you're coming into an environment that doesn't have all of that stuff. Even though you love it, like even though I love it, there's certain things that I'm used to that I feel that sometimes I need to get again. You know, like I had a friend.
You're being real.
I had a friend that came a couple of days ago, and she's like, "Oh, do you need anything?" I'm like, "Yes." Bring the salmon.
You see.
Salmon slices.
If it makes you feel confident, do it. You should.
And everything is good. Because I don't really want to pay the price. Like, no, don't get me wrong. You can get salmon here, but I'm not going to pay 30 quid for it. When I know that in England you can get it for,
Of course. I get it. You don't have to explain it to me.
You know.
I know what you're saying. Awesome.
So that's.
But thank you so much for speaking to me. I really, really do appreciate it a lot. But I want you to show me some of these.
A few moves.
Yeah, show me some of this stuff.
Absolutely. So Pilates is something that I got into a few years ago when I was in Brazil, actually.
Okay.
And I had a session. It's one of the hardest sessions I ever had. I think because I was training anyway. I used to go to the gym and stuff. So the lady gave me the hardest session.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh my God, this thing, whilst I was doing it, is so difficult. Like,
it just looks like, what is this? I don't understand. Okay, show me a move.
Okay, so this is the carriage, okay? And you lie on it. So let me just show you. So you can do things like footwork on it. This mimics squats.
Okay.
So you push out and in, exhaling out, inhaling in. So this works.
Okay.
The legs, okay? And also the core, because in Pilates, you're constantly working your core muscles.
Right.
Okay. And then you have one of my favorite exercises, feet in straps. This works the hip joint, okay? So you inhale, and it's all to do with breath, okay? Exhale. Inhale, exhale. All the while you're imprinting your spine.
So this is your favorite?
Yeah, it's good. It's great for the flexibility. When you do this, you'll see why. When you do this, you'll see why. I'm telling you, it works everything. It works everything as you do this.
I believe you.
Yes, it does. And then you have the ab work here.
Wow.
This is great if you've had kids to rebuild strength.
Yeah.
Women can do it, men can do it.
Amazing.
It's not exclusive just to women. You work your flexibility, reaching the breastbone up and extending. So this is the stretch element of it, where people just think it's stretching. And then you also work your back. So if you have back issues, anything like that, because you're rounding the spine. So you bring the vertebra. Okay. So you bring your spine in different positions. So you have a flat back here. Then you're rounding your pubic bone towards your nose. The pelvis is drawing inwards. You're stretching the lumbar spine. Then you're elongating, reaching up, working your abdominals. Wow. Exhale down.
Wow. Awesome.
Exhale really down. Cool. This machine also works your arms.
So it can do a lot. It's multifunctional.
Oh yeah. So you'll get a full body workout here. You pull here. Working the triceps, working the breast muscle, working the back.
Wow.
And
Okay.
here.
So can you do private sessions for people?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. You do group sessions as well?
I do, yeah.
Oh,
And I
okay.
do also mat sessions. So that's the one where Pilates is done on the mat. So a bit like this one here. And inhale, come up. And exhale. Articulating, coming down, doing the pelvic floor exercises. This strengthens your abs and your back. Articulating, coming down. And
Okay.
exhale.
I do this one at home.
Yeah?
Yeah,
It's
I
great,
do.
isn't it?
Yeah, I do.
If you've
that.
got backache and stuff.
Just straightens
Perfect.
you out,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we do the leg changes again. This is for abdominals. Then I tell you to interlace your fingers around the back of your head, bring your head up, shoulder blades off. Then all the while strengthening the abdominal muscles. So when I teach this class, I'm talking throughout this exercise.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, you know, doing things like this. So it's very good. So you can do this on the mat. I have
Okay.
my classes on Thursday evenings for this 45-minute workout.
Wow. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So where can people find you? Where are we?
Oh, we are in Le Bonnet, near Vida Cafe,
Yeah.
or pilatesaccra.com.
Okay, awesome. So they can find you on Instagram as well, right?
Oh yeah, Instagram, TikTok, all the social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of them.
What's the handle?
Pilates Accra.
Pilates Accra. Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
So thank you again so
Thank
much
you.
for.
I want to get you on here. Let's
Off
go. Come
camera.
on. Let's go.
No,
Let's go.
I know you guys want to see. You guys like to laugh at me. Yeah, keep watching for the next episode. No, she ain't getting me on. No.
She's coming. Come.
This body has never done Pilates before, and my first time will not be on camera. Another time, you guys will see it. Get me to 100,000 subscribers, and I'll be on there. Okay, I'll be on there. So check out. Wait for that video to come.
All right.
Off camera, we'll do it. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment, and share this video. Until next time, I'm out. Nuti Fafa.